Alright, you know what guys, I feel like I want to talk about an all-out Japanese-centered game taking place in an open world America, and it's post-apocalyptic with zombies. I mean, why would I not talk about this? Because this new game has just been revealed today, and it looks kinda weird. I think it's inspired by Dead Rising, but I mean, as you can see here, I don't really like the numbers above the zombie's head, but it looks really special, and it's said to be a really ambitious open world game set of course in America with different environments like deserts, lush environments, cities, villages, and it looks like again like quite the unique experience, because for some reason you're gonna fight Yakuzas, which are in America right now, different faction, of course zombies, and you can use different vehicles, and of course not just do some action but relax in your RV and do some mini games, some training to get better at fighting. Showa American Story is exactly what you get if Dead Rising was made by Japanese developers, and I'm definitely not against it, even though it looks kinda weird and out of place, totally normal with Japanese games though. Even though it might not look like it in some places, Showa is said to be a really ambitious game with a massive world to explore and tons of different enemies to fight, all in America controlled by Japan, and the game is coming to PC, PS4 and PS5. In Showa, Japan has bought out most of the United States with its strong economic power and enemy forces. It's like the Homefront games but on a totally different level, and also on a weirder level. A surge of immigration and secret plans has firmly planted Japanese culture within the American continent, without them even realizing it. It's taken control of the Western culture from the inside, and thus people adapted to it and never realized, much like what's happening in real life today, just not at all with Japanese culture. Two cultures are rapidly amalgamated, although conflicts are inevitable. Citizens gradually adapt to a life never imagined as time goes by. However, a mysterious catastrophic incident changes the world drastically. The social order is long gone. An unknown amount of time passes, a teenage girl mysteriously revives from the dead, only to find a brand new wild post-apocalyptic world with zombies, also monsters, and human survivors of different backgrounds and beliefs. What happened to me and the whole world, says the main character. With many questions in her mind and trying to find answers, Choco embarks on an adventurous journey across the United States that will change her forever. A second life is not the only thing given to the girl, but also a mysterious and frightening power that can change the whole world. This game features a free-flowing and brutal combat style thanks to the girl having unique powers never seen before. Players will fight against hordes of zombies and monsters, moving, attacking, and dodging in countless fast-paced combat situations. Get ready to dive into the ocean of ketchup, as said by the game's description. I really like the combat, it kinda reminds me of Dead Rising for some reasons. I just wish they would leave out the numbers above zombies' heads. I just hate any form of that, but let me know what you guys think. Melee weapons, ranged weapons, and some strange weapons will be available to you, and that you'll be discovering in the world. There's deserts, lush environments, villages, cities, and such. Players are encouraged to choose all kinds of distinguishing weapons that satisfy their combat style and use different attack moves and abilities to fight their way out among different types of zombies, monsters, and bosses. The game is said to be more than just combat in Choco's long journey. It will take the player back to the 80s, which is a golden era filled with good old memories, to experience the unique scenery of post-apocalyptic Showa America, while exploring stories of people and survivors of different backgrounds. You'll meet a ton of different characters, all having different stories to tell, and of course quests to give, depending on where you're at in the story. There's not only action in Showa, you'll also be able to use a big RV as Choco's new home, where players will be able to customize and upgrade it, as well as enhance Choco's status, unlock abilities through various enjoyable living activities gameplay with all kinds of resources found during exploration and combat, such as new weapons, costumes, collectibles, XPs, and last but not least, unexpected nostalgic mini-games. Live a better life and become stronger, even if it is the end of the world, says the game's description. Alright guys, for more gaming news on games like this or just on this game, make sure you guys subscribe and of course support.